Hello and welcome to Ula. My name is Lenore and we're here to read tea leaves. Yeah, that's basically. um, if you are a fan of these videos, if you're interested in tea leaf reading, and the sign symbols and messages that come through during the meeting, through through the readings, excuse me, please go ahead, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what kind of topics you're interested in, what little formations you see in the cup. I love to hear all of that stuff. And I'm gonna start right now. So we're gonna turn it to the right, keep the cup to the right like this. I like to start there. And then we turn it counterclockwise. Okay, and then we're gonna stop at the heart. Do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now 2, 3. Okay. I also wanted to say I am trying to be careful not to grind the cup around on the plate there. I didn't realize how loud it was on video. It doesn't seem that loud in real life. So, yeah, I'm trying to be a little more careful with that. All right. Let's see. I'm already seeing a couple little things here standing out to me. Just kind of want to get a good look at it. I kind of like to just show it off a little bit to you. Maybe you are seeing things that I'm seeing. Maybe you're seeing things that I'm not seeing. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, we have some good ones here, for sure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is start with this side, because this is exactly, oh, I keep bumping that thing. This is exactly where my first sighting was. Okay, so this formation right here, to me, is a rabbit, 100%. A little rabbit sitting on its little butt, just kind of looking up here in the sky. Now, sometimes you have a rabbit and it looks like it's in movement, or that it's not, it's not sitting here, relaxing, taking in, observing. And that's usually more of a frantic kind of energy, right? And that's more like reproductive or just like anxiety, busyness, a little bit of chaos, maybe mania, something like that. But with a little rabbit like this, kind of looks like he's sitting there contemplating whatever it's looking at over here. That's a whole different energy, right? So now this might still be kind of a fertility, reproductive, love symbol, but this one seems like maybe it's more of, it's being contemplated. It's something that is being thought about more deeply, planned maybe. Maybe just considered. Maybe it's something that hasn't come up yet. Maybe there's not a partner. Maybe there is a partner, but we haven't decided or discussed that kind of thing yet. And then I just kind of want to move over to here. And first I was seeing kind of like a duck kind of formation, but then kind of looking at it further away, let's turn it like that so we can see. It almost looks like kind of a shapely feminine body structure. it doesn't have to be 100%, but what it's saying to me is that this is definitely a feminine fertility goddess type of vibe, right? So this has the hips, kind of the, you know, the larger upper area, very reminiscent of Neolithic fertility goddesses. Now, do we know for sure they were fertility goddesses? I don't know, but that's what has been assigned to them in the modern era. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, and then it kind of almost looks like her gaze, maybe a little nose right here, is also towards this right here, this little area right here. Now, closer to her, over here, I'm seeing an exclamation mark. I'm seeing kind of a bird in flight looking towards this goddess that we have. I think maybe that's a little bird told me, or you know, some exciting news coming to the feminine, a feminine participant in this scenario that we're starting to get a little clarity on. Okay. So there's a lot of like dispersed things. Now let's see. I'm gonna kind of turn it and see. Maybe if I flip it, we'll see something. Get some kind of indication. Now over here, down over here, immediately I was seeing kind of this lobster crab formation, and right here you can see the little claws, the body. Now that makes me think that this person is maybe, I hate to go with like just the like obvious astrological zodiac sign. So I think of it more as like, this is a watery person. This is somebody who is maybe a little more reserved. I think almost like this person hasn't really shown themselves to you. I think that in this posture, with the claws up, I kind of think that maybe they are getting ready to. I think that this is maybe a man or a woman that is getting ready to maybe ask you out, or maybe you are already dating, but they're getting ready to talk to you about making things more serious, maybe making a change in a living situation, or maybe they're gonna start having this talk about like we talked about over here, and with the, I am just so bad at hitting that thing, you guys. This fertility goddess, this rabbit, maybe talking to you about having a kid. Maybe they're not going to talk about it. Maybe that's going to be an outcome. I don't know. I don't know if, you know, let's see a little more. See if we can see a little bit more about what the intentions are. And maybe if this is going to be a person, if it's somebody maybe that you have not dated yet, maybe. Now, I'm seeing this figure here, and it looks like a barking dog, okay? And when I see an animal with their mouth open like that, especially if it's like a bird or canine or you know, anything like that, it makes me think that it's argumentative, that maybe this person has a side to them where they can be a little brash. Maybe they don't. Well, now see, I think this is a watery person. I think they're slow moving, quiet. I think that they're not in tune with their emotions very well. I think that they feel a lot of emotions. I think they are used to having that interior life where they kind of deal with that silently or by themselves. But when they feel challenged, or they're not getting what they want, or denied what they think they want or they deserve, I think that there's a bit of an attitude here. Okay. That I'm not seeing though that it's like a dangerous type of thing. Like, this isn't like somebody who's going to become violent or anything like that. I hope not anyways. I don't get that feeling. I think it's just maybe your experience with them is that it's hard to talk to them because they either are very kind of buttoned up about their emotions, or they're going to get into this kind of ticked off, annoyed, snappy kind of form, right? So it's not very easy to talk to them. So maybe some of these discussions haven't happened, or maybe you have had reservations about getting more serious with them. Now let's see what else here. Now I see a couple of hummingbird type formations, and when I see a hummingbird, it makes me think that there's a little bit of flightiness, okay? Like, it almost is like it's hard to take it seriously because, and maybe even this exclamation mark now is kind of a hummingbird as well. Maybe that's the kind of bird I was seeing, because I see a few of them here. So maybe a lot of these kinds of conversations, or when it's gotten to a point where maybe this person was going to ask you out, or you were going to ask them out, or you guys you're already dating or married or whatever, and you're going to talk about that next big step, it's just, they get real flighty, kind of flaky. And that's how it comes off to you, but maybe they're a little more guarded because they are this kind of like real watery type of run and seek shelter type of person. They have a hard time talking about that stuff. Anything that's like any kind of emotional thing, positive, negative, it doesn't matter. They get very guarded. Now, this one's interesting. I'm trying to suss it out because it kind of looks like a bird. It looks like a man, kind of bent a bit. And kind of this figure overhead. It looks like this thing is almost creeping, kind of, right? Maybe walking on eggshells. That's the phrase that came to mind, kind of walking on eggshells a little bit. But I don't know, like, what is that? Who is that in relation to how they think you're going to react? Or maybe that's how you feel, like you're walking on eggshells with them constantly. And maybe that ties into that canine vibe, the kind of short-tempered, snappy. I think though, interesting enough, I think that just from these original, the fertility goddess, this real whole, self-embodied, self-realized, holistic, real integrated type of being, looking up at the stars, maybe the writing on the wall, whatever it is exactly. And the rabbit who is often hard to slow down, skittish, is taking its time to sit and ponder. I feel like it's going to be a good outcome, I feel like there's a lot of anxiety, on both sides. I think that I'm not going to tell you how to go forward, but I think whatever you choose, it's going to be the right decision. And I think you already know. I don't think this is like some random person coming into your life and like approaching you. I think that this is definitely somebody that you have a history with. Maybe they're like a friend. Maybe it's like somebody at work and they want to date you or whatever. Maybe it is somebody you are already dating, but you're not super serious with. Or like I said, somebody you're living with or married to, and you just haven't had those bigger conversations yet. There's anxiety there though. Okay, but you're coming to a place where both of you, if you know it or not, are thinking about what's next. How is this going to play out? I think that basically, I think you're afraid that this person's going to get into a mood with you if you don't kind of, carefully, I don't want to say manage them. That's not the right way of saying it. But you have to choose how you react to this carefully. And I don't mean because they're going to be angry or whatever, but it seems like, and if they're a watery person, they might just be pretty moody, shifting around, but they don't talk about it a lot. So you don't want to get into that place of like having to navigate all of that maybe. But I think that this conversation is going to happen no matter what. And I think that whatever it is that you already know, whatever you feel, you already know how you feel. And you're going to express that, I believe. And I think that the outcome is going to be good. Whatever it happens to be. And I think that they're going to be pretty receptive to that. Now let's see over here. Let's see what we have. Yeah. I think that, I see that there's like this built up thing that it's almost been like kind of a blockage maybe in these like next steps that you want to take in your life. There's been the anxiety of just deciding, okay? The anxiety of trusting what you want and then making it happen, and worrying that it's not going to go the way you want it to. I think that's kind of been in the way. And I think that it's not necessarily even about this person completely. I think it's also that you're just scared to, start another chapter. And but I think it's gonna go so well. I really get a good feeling about it, and I think that you're gonna be so happy once once you start the communications about this thing. And it's, you know, maybe it's not going to be like one conversation. Maybe it's going to be a series of conversations, and it's going to take some time. And that's okay, you know. It doesn't all have to just happen quick. But yeah, so this is this leaves me with a really good feeling, and I'm super excited for you. Let's see. I just, you know, I want to thank you for spending some time. Thank you for clicking on the video. I want to shout out my husband's channel. He has a tarot reading channel, Dove Serpent Tarot. I know some of the people that are watching my videos, they followed me over from there, or they know me on Facebook, and they are aware of his channel as well. And I want to thank you for supporting both of us, and you know, all the wonderful comments and likes and all of that. So yeah, thank you so much. And it's such an honor. It's such an honor to be able to receive these messages and share them with you. And I hope that they resonate. And once again, I always it's just, I always forget to say, but please like, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear from you. I want you to know when the next videos are coming out, or, you know, when they come out. I want you to know that they're coming out. I want it to get into your feed, and just share this journey with me. I would really like that. So thank you, and have a wonderful day.